Our final segment today focuses on our county's trail system. With more than 200 miles of trails ranging from natural surface for hikers, mountain bikers, and equestrians to paved trails for cyclists, walkers, wheelchairs, and strollers, there's something for everybody. In a recent survey conducted for the Parks Department, trails were among the top 5 most popular facilities. The existence of these trails is in the hands of experienced trail planners and coordinators.
I'm Chuck Kynes. I'm Park and Trail Planner in the Park Planning and Stewardship Division. I coordinate countywide trails policy and master planning for the county, both in the Parks, Department of Parks plans, as well as the Planning Department. And our division is responsible for striking the right balance between development and stewardship of the park system. In 1964, the Montgomery County Planning Board, which is also our Parks Commission, approved and adopted the Wedges and Corridors Plan. It was an award-winning plan at the time, and it identified the areas of the county that would be built with development, either subdivisions or commercial or retail, and which areas of the county would be protected in perpetuity. And that land was typically dedicated to the Commission as parkland. And a lot of our hard surface and a lot of our natural surface trail systems pass through those stream valley parks. Montgomery County is very blessed to have a very extensive stream valley park system. In other parts of the country, they're called the Greenway System. I call them gateways to nature. It's really a place where people who live in our growing urbanizing county have a place to go, to contemplate nature, to find some solitude, and to get some exercise and fitness. So we have about 200 miles of hard surface and natural surface trails in the county. Obviously the C&O Canal Towpath is our longest and most popular trail, and that's managed by the National Park Service. But in terms of trails in Montgomery County, we have the Rock Creek Trail, the Sligo Creek Trail, the Magruder Branch Trail in Damascus, and that's our hard surface trail system. And then our natural surface trail system is in our stream valleys also, primarily, and also in our regional and recreational parks. And that's about 75 to 80 miles of natural surface trails, and it's always growing. Our natural surface trail program is actually growing at a faster rate than our hard surface, simply because hard surface trails are more complicated to build, and we have a lot of volunteers that want to do natural surface trail construction, so our natural surface trail construction program is really growing.
Hi, my name is Jim Corcoran, and I work in the Volunteer Service Office, and I'm responsible for managing volunteers in the Natural Surface Trail program. So we have numerous opportunities for people to come out, the public to come out and volunteer in the trail program and learn about your trails. They are basically in the spring and fall. We have one-day weekend activities, maintenance activities for trail projects that are led by either myself or by other Montgomery Park staff or by volunteer crew leaders. And those days consist of doing a project in the morning, usually Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and they run from about like 4 or 5 hours, and we do maintenance work, repairing the trails, different sections of trails that we see that we've reported back that there's been problems with. Some of it's new trail construction, some of it's replacing and repairing the tread and drainage of the trail. Now, outside of the spring and fall, and you can come out and volunteer. If you have a group, you can come out and volunteer on a project during the week, and I can go out with your group and lead projects during the week or in the summer if you have a group. So we work with school groups, we work with corporate groups that want to come out and do projects. Last year we had over 3,700 volunteer hours in the Natural Surface Trail program.
Well, a few of my favorite trails in Montgomery County are the Capitol Crescent, the Rock Creek, and the Magruder Branch, and I can kind of give you a sense of why I like those. The Capitol Crescent Trail is a popular transportation trail. It's built on a former rail trail built on a former railroad corridor, and it's used for both recreation and transportation. Very popular, one of the most popular trails in the whole country, actually. It gets about 500 users per hour peak time, maybe even more. It goes between Bethesda and Georgetown, so a lot of people use it to commute downtown. It also is planned as part of the Purple Line project. Will extend into Silver Spring and connect to the Metropolitan branch eventually. Sort of a necklace, a trail necklace through the southern suburbs of Montgomery County. Another one of my favorites is the Rock Creek. It's one of our oldest trails in Montgomery County and in the Washington area. I like it because it's 14 miles and it goes through some of the most dense areas of Montgomery County and connects to the spectacular Rock Creek Regional Park, where Lake Frank and Lake Needwood offer a lot of opportunities, a lot of family activities to do. And my favorite hard surface trail in the county is actually the Magruder Branch Trail. This trail is in Damascus. It connects the Damascus Recreational Park with almost to the town center of Damascus. And it passes through some spectacular wetland habitats and has boardwalks and really nice bridges, and it's not very crowded. So you can go on a midday on a weekday, or I've never been on the weekend, but a midday on a weekday and you'll only see maybe a dozen people on a 5-mile trail, so it's pretty neat. So we're currently working on an amendment to the Countywide Park Trails Plan. This is the master plan that guides the development of our trail system on a countywide level. And we have a trails working group. We're working with the equestrians, the hikers, the mountain bikers, the transportation cyclists, and we're really looking at ways to improve the level of service for trails in the county, both hard surface and natural surface. And we're also looking at ways to make our trail system more sustainable, so that when we do close those gaps, we're building the trail system in a more sustainable way, so that it requires less maintenance and less upkeep over time. We only have one standalone hard surface trail project that the department's currently working on. That's the North Branch Trail project that's connecting Lake Frank with Billy Mill Local Park, Sequoia Elementary School, and Magruder High School. It's partially being built by a developer, partially by Montgomery Parks using public funding. And it's about a 2 or 3 mile trail that's going to connect also to the ICC bikeway. And it's in terms of overall countywide bikeway and trail connectivity, it's a really important project. It's currently being studied by our Park Development Division, and they'll probably start construction in FY14. We also have a Rock Creek Trail signage project that's underway right now. So residents of Montgomery County can find all sorts of trail information, from volunteerism to the most recent trail projects that are ongoing on montgomerytrails.org. You can download maps, you can find information about current construction projects, you can find out information about the Countywide Park Trails Plan Amendment that's underway right now, and a whole host of other information.